the Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station, AC/DC. No. I hate to say this, I really don't like it, but you got it. The facts are important. That is not the song of the day.
No, it's not. It's a great song, but not the song you're listening for today. If you want to get in on the last week of the 92.1 City World Tour to Nashville to see AC/DC, the song you need today was the first single, I believe, from Back in Black. You Shook Me All Night Long, still a social staple song here in Manitoba.
Oh,
it's a banger, man.
If you don't have meat on your shoulder while you're listening to that song, you're not doing it right.
So here's the deal. You shook me, you need to hear it in the 8 o'clock hour today.
That's also a song where you point at somebody, like when you're on the dance floor,
Sure.
like, you shook me all night long.
Yeah, for
You have
sure.
to point. Yeah. It
Or
means you're enjoying it.
if you're one step ahead, never mind just pointing. Then you point and then you move your hand like you need a drink. And hopefully that buddy of yours is bringing you one for verse 2.
Yeah.
8 a.m., 2 p.m. with Big Daddy Kane starting at 3. And then you've got the 6 p.m. hour when he'll take care of you too. So.
If you missed it, and you probably haven't missed it, Kirby's got it in her news. I know, speaking of Big Daddy Kane, he was all over this yesterday afternoon. I see the on our Facebook page, the great Howard Manshine was on location at the press conference yesterday. Big concert announcement, Rockin Thunder, Def Leppard, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Foreigner and Took, July 9th, Princess Auto Stadium.
It's going to be interesting, too, because it's a Wednesday. Middle of the week, people are wondering about the dates. They're not going to ruin your summer weekend. For some people that want to get out to the lake and would have to decide what they're doing. This is the middle of the week, July. Everybody's out of school. Summer holidays begin for a lot of people. It's Foreigner's 50th anniversary tour, I believe. Def Leppard, who's had a couple of health issues, are actually going back on the road. So this is going to be exciting. Took back here. You heard from
Joan Jett.
Yeah, Joan Jett's been touring, so it's good. And tickets are going to go on sale Friday. So
last time I saw Def Leppard, I was blown away. Like, I've always been a fan of Def Leppard, right?
Me too, yeah.
But the show at Canada Life Center,
was packed.
It was sold out, and the fact people dancing in the aisles, singing along to every single song. Like, Joe Elliott could have just stuck the mic in the crowd, and the fans would have finished off most of the songs. It was an unbelievable party.
That's how I imagine this is going to be like, one big sing-along there at Princess Auto Stadium.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a great night. I mean, I love my outdoor shows. I think you guys know I've been kind of begging for one. I love the outdoor concerts, and these are bands that can bring it. They're used to playing in these environments, and I just think it's going to be a fantastic night.
You mentioned in the news, Curbs, that if you're a season ticket holder of the Moose, Jets, Valor FC, or the Bombers, you've got an exclusive pre-sale that's starting today at 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
And there'll be a couple of more as the week goes on, but you're right. A summer sing-along here in Manitoba. It's been way too long. It's been almost 8 years since we've had an outdoor show, so it's good to see. It was good to see the mega powers, the Winnipeg Football Club and True North Sports and Entertainment, get together and tag team on this with the friends at Trans-Canada Brewing as well.
So a couple of notes. We're going to talk to Wade Miller at some point this morning.
Yeah, about 8:50, I think.
Okay, Wade, president over there with the Winnipeg Blue Bomber Football Club, about the show. And then tickets to give away. Beat the box office 7:45 with completely useless trivia. It's coming. Def Leppard, headlined by Def Leppard along with Joan Jett, the Blackhearts, Foreigner, and Took.
Do we want to get right?
Yes, we do. It's going to be a great night. Princess Auto Stadium.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
Well, then get the off Twitter and call the bone phone.
Don't make me look up from my phone.
780-BONE. Brought to you by Auto Gallery of Winnipeg.
Pro tip, and only because I've seen this between the same viewing angles where I was parked. If you're going to have an accident in the Save On Foods parking lot in KP Mall, maybe turn into the lot literally 4 feet to your right instead of blocking the entrance to that parking lot, which is one of the main ones to the mall. That would help. Also, if you're getting pulled over on Regent by the winners, use the big brain idea, pull into the lot. It is literally 15 feet to the right. You can do it, I'm sure. You managed to pull the cop's attention. I'm sure you're capable of turning your car because you probably did it wrong in the first place.
Mm-hmm. That's a tough one, right? I think people, as soon as they see the cherries, they're just like, I got to stop now. But I think, as long as the cops can tell that you're turning into somewhere to stay out of the way of traffic, they'd be okay with that also.
I love the community help that the police get or the ambulance get. You know, the cars that follow right behind them at about the same speed while everybody else has moved over to the right to get over. That's my favorite.
I used to be somebody that was like under the impression that you had to just stop immediately where you are.
When the cops pull you over.
Yes.
Well, I mean, depends the situation.
I did not want to be mistaken for a high-speed chase. Well, not that I would be a high
Call the chopper. We got someone fleeing the cops.
Hold on, it must be this lady right here who's going the speed limit. It sounds like she's the problem.
She's driving on a rim. She's got a flat tire.
I'm amazed with the vehicle stories we get from you that actually you passed your driving test. I really am.
Yeah, well.
The chef, frequent caller now on the bone phone.
Chef again. I don't know how many times I can call, but I swear maybe I'm the one that should stop driving. But again, I really think that maybe people need to be retested every 5 years because the amount of people that do not know how to drive, when you're turning a corner, you are supposed to take the most inside lane, not the second lane, not the third lane, the most inside lane. I honked at the person doing it, and they were all confused on, why are you honking at me? You're supposed to take the inside lane. You learn this while you're learning how to drive. So maybe you should go get retested, and maybe then they won't give you your license because you'll fail. Thank you. Bye.
Well, that was ironic.
You know what, Chef? As much as I love your traffic calls, the odd recipe or cooking tip or cooking hack, I mean, I would enjoy that from you, too. You are the chef.
Yeah. I'm just going to suggest the chef not do a lot of catering because that takes more driving and it's going to add to more stress.
That's right.
For the chef. But we do get that a lot, that about the retesting comes up a lot. He said 5 years. We've had as little as like 3 months, I believe, from a few callers.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Okay, snow clearing. Still an issue.
Good morning. It's CC here. Just wondering why the city hasn't cleared the street after the second last 2 snowfalls. What's going on with these rats? Why can't we have these residential streets cleaned? This is ridiculous already. Unbelievable. So we can afford one snow cleaning all year?
Well, they're certainly not going to do anything before we're supposed to get 5 to 10 tomorrow. Correct, Joe?
Yeah, and that could lead into Thursday right now. So, yeah, it'll probably be at least 5 tomorrow. That's changed too. That number was higher going in. So about 5 during the day and maybe another 5 at night tomorrow. And then there's a chance on Thursday. So you're right. There's not going to be much snow clearing residentially this week.
The residential streets are the last to get cleaned up. And those ruts, and he's right, you get those ruts and it gets very treacherous down some of those side streets. Okay, I don't always agree with T. Kona. And this is another one of those examples, but we welcome his calls.
Hey, good morning, it's T. Kona. Just calling to complain about that goddamn Connor McCrybaby. That goddamn kid, all he does is cry. I heard him crying the other night about when they played Toronto. Why do we have to play at 5 o'clock? It's our home rink, and blah, blah, blah. He's always bitching about something, that kid, man. Jesus Christ. Shut the hell up and play hockey, you damn idiot.
Whoa. So I mean, as far as a superstar player goes, I'm not an Oiler fan, but I really like McDavid. I don't find him to be a whiny player at all, but that's just how I see it.
I'm going to find the silver lining in that sports story if I could for just half a second, because I love T. Kona, and he's the one that called out the potholes, and there's even more of them as you speak, the way it went from warm to cold. But here's the deal. That was a story that involved the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Leafs actually took the back seat. That's the first time in God knows how many years that the Leafs were in a sports story that they took the back seat to another team and player.
Well, and he was asked because a lot of people were saying the Oilers had to start at a weird time because so the Leafs could be on prime time for their viewing audience and for ratings and everything else. And McDavid just gave a straight answer. I mean, I didn't think he was whining about it, but hey, that's That's the beauty about opinions, especially sports opinions. Okay, moving on here. John with a J, clearly a fan of the angry drinker who calls mad that the Jets don't get enough respect.
Yes, Mr. Angry Drinker, John with a J, amazing. Thank you for asking. Listen, if I gave you 25 pennies, you're the kind of dude who could turn it into a quarter. You know what I mean? Like, this dude is right on. It's about time somebody stands up and starts talking some sense here. Yes, I can't agree with you more, Mr. Angry Drinker. I'm drinking the same stuff. I mean, what do we got to do here? First overall in the league, we got Scheifele, second place overall in goal scoring. Connor right behind him. But yeah, no, Morrissey is on there, but no, like, where's the respect? Where is the respect? Where, like, Rodney Dangerfield? Mr. Angry Drinker, thank you for the phone call. It was amazing, and I can't agree with you more.
Okay. The Angry Drinker has a fan. Actually, he has a few fans. People love his phone calls.
It's only 2 games before the Four Nations Cup and the break, right?
That's right.
January is usually a soft month for the Jets in history, like as far as their record, and they've been like 6 in a row.
Is this their final game before the break?
No,
or they
Friday.
Have one more?
The Islanders are here Friday.
That's right, because you're going to that
I'm
game.
going to that
so
game.
So you would
Friday.
know. Okay. Let's wrap up with a call about the banger yesterday. We played a couple of Canadian tunes. Support Canada, Team Canada.
Oh, no, you didn't. What's more Canadian than Rush? What's more of a Canadian working man song than Working Man by Rush? I can't believe you guys didn't play that song on Monday. But I'll tell you what, I'll give you a chance to redeem yourselves. Play it on Tuesday.
Look at the computer over here. What do I have scheduled, you guys? Huh?
Kirby, my eyes can't see that far anymore.
Joe, it says Working Man, and it says by Rush.
You know what? I couldn't even have guessed that. I could not have even guessed that.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Philly Joe and Kirby's Entertainment Rundown.
On this day in 1974, you know I like my on this day stuff. Day I was born, by the way. Well, not the day, like the year I was born is what I meant to say. 1974, this song was released, and it has special significance to Winnipeg Jets fans. Benny would come out, the mascot, Joe, help me with this, back in the day, right? And he would skate around the ice while this song played.
Yes, he would.
Benny and the Jets, baby.
I love this song.
The original mascot of the Jets, and Benny's back with the team now, along with Mickey Moose.
Yeah. Not too many teams have 2 mascots.
Mm-hmm.
Winnipeg Jets, they do.
That's how good we are, baby. What a great song.
And everybody thought that Benny, the mascot, was named because of this song. But I believe it was because of one of the original owners, Ben Haskins,
okay.
I believe.
Love that. That's a good fact right there. Okay, that's my entertainment story.
Joe, your late wife was a huge fan of this show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes, she was. Used to have all the action figures, posters, and whatever other merch was available from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And her 2 sisters, too. So they still,
It's a great show, and it's getting a reboot, basically, a revival.
With
a new
Sarah Michelle
chapter.
Gellar?
Yes, with Sarah Michelle Gellar expected to star and reprise her role as Buffy. And it's going to be on Hulu, which means Disney Plus for us.
Yeah, there's a couple studs on that show I remember, too. That one of them went on to play that Bones character. And
right.
I didn't watch the show, as you can tell, but it was quite popular. That was back in the day where you'd collect the box set, like a VHS box set.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. And I can't remember. There was Spike, I think, was one of the characters'
Spike,
name.
It had a huge cult following.
And Buffy's boyfriend was Dave Boreanaz, or whatever his character's name. Yeah.
Sarah Michelle Gellar is actually in the new Dexter Original Sin, and she is a great character on that show.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Listen, Netflix has become very popular when it comes to documentaries. They've put together some great stuff. They've collabed with a lot of great people. But how about this? Some Canadian content. The first trailer just came out. Untitled, new documentary, The Controversy Ending of the Montreal Expos baseball team in 2004.
Oh, I'll watch that.
They're going to put together, if it's anything like a lot of their documentaries, this will be good. How the fans felt about being betrayed by the team, being relocated to Washington. They're going to talk to the guys like Vladdy Guerrero. and a bunch of other people behind the scenes. Looking forward to this when it comes out. Netflix, be on the lookout. Some good Canadian content.
That's great. Thanks, Joe. That is your entertainment rundown.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Did you guys see that we have a vending machine and a pop machine
Hold on a second.
in the office?
No. We have, I know, an air hockey machine in this building. And upstairs, where I usually have to go now to get my water, because they have a cooler up there, they have an air hockey machine.
Is there ping pong, too?
They have one of those tabletop
tables?
hockey games
Yeah.
up there. Did you know that?
There's a lot going on. Yeah, I was here for the tour. I don't wander.
But now, there was no vending machine.
I don't go there very often to that part of the building, but I hadn't heard.
This is
didn't
new.
see a memo about a vending machine. Do tell us more, Chris.
Where?
I am telling you guys, you should be excited about this because how many times have we said, man, I wish we had a vending machine because 9 o'clock hits and we get hungry or whatever.
Yeah.
And we used to bond as a show in our previous workplace over the fact that we would get Hawkins Cheesies.
Hawkins Cheesies, the odd Kit Kat. Maybe they'd even have some granola bars in there. Now, before I get excited, I have to understand the size, the variety in said vending machine. So, dude, give us some details, please.
Well, I haven't actually... I haven't seen
if this
it myself.
story
Okay,
sucks
hang
and
on.
it's there's
Okay.
cashews and
How
peanuts
do you
in there,
start
Kirby?
a conversation with, hey, guys, there's a vending machine, and now you say you've
Is that
never
how
seen
I sound?
it?
Hey, guys.
Well, you were pretty excited.
Hey, you guys.
This better be good.
Okay.
Or you're in trouble.
Listen, I haven't actually seen said vending machine or pop machine, but there's a posting about it on by the bathrooms over here. There's a little kitchenette. It says snack and pop machine located on the second floor, and it's got a picture of both machines.
Is it a new sign? Because this building's been around for a long time.
I'm thinking it's
That
a new sign.
I was
It's
just
the
up
first
there.
time that I saw it.
The sign. Okay.
I think it's new.
Yeah, it might be. I don't go down the hall now because the water's the filtered water's just warm. Upstairs they have sparkling water on tap and
Well,
a
clearly-
water cooler. That's where I go.
They also have a vending machine. I'm just thinking we need to go check things out today.
Okay, as long
Well,
as it's there.
that's-
As long because this building's been around a while. It used to be a bustling, packed building with.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like there used to be a cafeteria in this building.
Yeah.
So I just hope that that's not an old sign and that actually that's something new
No.
that we now have a vending machine.
No, because if you're saying it's down the hall from where we are, Kirby, that wasn't there.
Okay.
That's
Well, and I hope they have high-end, things in the machine.
new. You know what I think changed their mind here? Once we talked about our hot dog rotisserie idea.
Are they trying to compete
I
with
think
what
so.
we've talked about?
Yeah, there's more people in the building now too, right?
Well, and then the next question, is it one of those machines that you can use a card on that's a little updated?
Isn't that all they
Or
make now?
Yeah, you tap
Joe,
your credit card.
Do you ever, Joe always has cash on him. That's
Well,
what
I'm going to start carrying my
Can you
bag of
change,
loonies
please?
and toonies. You bankrupted
I'm
me
gonna
at
be
the old
coming to you.
place.
I hope it takes cards.
I think I still owe you money from the
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think. Well, there's the quote of the year already. And
forget.
it's February.
You owe money for the vending machine, the lotto that we used to play that you never paid for.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not get carried away here on what
Hey.
I owe Joe, okay?
Listen, just because the Trump tariffs were put on pause doesn't mean mine were. You still owe me money.
We'll be investigating
Yes,
Yeah.
let's go check it out.
the new vending machine this morning, and we'll post a video and we'll rate it. We'll see if it's any good.
The best part is if there's no
Oh, you're in trouble. Like I'm
Oh,
telling you
my
right
God.
now.
Listen, I just saw the
If
picture.
if this is a Kirby story and it's a letdown, oh boy, there's gonna be hell to pay.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Well done, Kirby. Noticing that we have a brand new vending machine set up here at work. You weren't we were a little nervous, Joe and I. You told
I
us
was
about.
nervous too,
Yeah,
honestly.
that this was one of a classic Kirby story, and that this vending machine, this new vending machine setup, did not actually exist. But we went on a little field trip. It's a big building.
Well, it's a separate building attached. We're attached, actually. It's in the next building. So it was a bit of a walk and...
But they're advertising it on our side of the building.
which means, of course, it's a
We
open
can
door
use it.
policy. Yeah, but boy,
Yeah.
it sure felt like a...
It was a haul. And thank
Yeah.
God we noticed there's a defib. We also found that halfway to the vending machine.
Oh, my God.
The new vending machines, there's a defib on the way, so I'm glad we saw that. And it's a pretty good vending machine setup.
You know what, Phil, you haven't traveled to a resort, but Kirby just got back from one. And let me explain this to you, that if you've ever been to a resort, there's usually like a couple of different towers.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize real quick which tower you're in this resort.
There's the fun pool and the quiet pool.
And I'll tell you
I feel
right
like
now.
that side of the building's the quiet pool.
Yeah. Yeah, that part's the quiet pool, but they seem to have the amenities.
Oh, my. Well, they've got 3 microwaves in their kitchen.
God.
Yeah, 2 of those coolers, too.
Yeah.
I've just put together a video of us on our little field trip for our
3
social
microwaves. That means if, Joe, you were in there reheating
2 pizza pops.
2 pizza pops
at the same time.
I could come in there with my beef stew or my Chef Boyardee and not wait for you to
Yeah,
finish. Like,
there would have been enough room for somebody to reheat their salmon.
Oh, my God.
And as far as the vending machine goes, both of them are very good.
Major league.
Upscale vending
Major
machines.
league.
Oh, yeah.
They got the chips, the chocolate bars, cookies in there.
You know what, Kirby? That was a heck of a find. Like, if there was a hidden treasure show right here, you would be hosting it. You could be the host.
Oh, my God.
Video coming soon to our social medias.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
You know, I love J-Dog. He's a regular texter, Boston Pizza text line. But I'm starting to think that Two Dat Tuesday is just an excuse for him to show off the fish he caught over the weekend.
I mean, it's a big fish.
This is the second week in a row, Kirby, that he has launched Two Dat Tuesday with a picture of a giant fish. Man, this guy, I'm telling you what right now, what do we got? A 29-inch walleye caught on the Red River for J-Dog, and we have a picture already from him this morning with the hashtag #2Dat.
Yeah.
If you guys search the hashtag on our social media, our producer, Angus there, the podcast producer, he contributed a photo this morning of him and his cats.
He's
For
got
Two
cats
Dat.
himself?
Yeah.
2 cats? He's making
Well-
it 2 Cat Tuesday? Or 2 Dat?
It looks like there's 2 cats. You just liked the photo, Joe.
Well, I didn't know he had hashtagged it 2 Dat.
Well, that's your hashtag.
I know.
If
Well-
you click on the hashtag, Joe, you can see other people that have contributed to 2Dat.
I would have thought it was going to be changed to like New Tariff Tuesday. Thank God we're still with 2 Dat.
2Dat Tuesday. We got 2 cats. So it's 2 cats with Angus. He's got double.
It looks like there's 2 cats in the photos, yeah.
I was just surprised he has 2 cats of his own because he stayed at your place and looked after your 2 cats while you were gone for a week.
Well,
That's what was
that's the kind of guy he is.
maybe. Well, yeah, but who's looking after his cats is what I'm saying. Not what kind of guy he is. I'm just doing simple math here.
Listen, I don't know about his cats. All I care about is my cats.
yeah, no, we
getting
know.
looked
I
after.
don't.
We know.
Those aren't his
Yeah.
cats. He was at Craig Street Cats. He was at a shelter, so those aren't his cats. He was doing a little spot for them.
Well, that's nice. See, he's a nice guy.
How well do you know this guy? I thought you guys were like
Well,
best friends, you
this
and
is-
Angus.
I
this
mean,
is-
we see each other. We're like passing ships in the night. You
Yeah,
know? Like,
only when she travels they see each other.
Only when she needs something.
No, don't even.
Well, how did I know it was Craig Street Cats? I did a little reading on the picture. You just noticed that he had a picture of
See,
a cat.
I struggle with the details sometimes.
What do we got here? See, the photos start coming in. Once we mention it's 2Dat, we get, look at this with we got a cat and
and a
2
dog.
dogs. Is that 2 dogs in that photo?
I think one. I can't tell.
hang
I
on.
think
I see one in the
and a
background.
cat.
Oh,
Oh,
look
you
at
could
the
be right,
cat.
Phil.
There's 2 dogs,
That's
yeah.
2 dogs and a cat.
Beautiful.
All I care about is the kitty.
Mm-hmm. But
2
you like
dogs and a
dogs too,
I
cat.
do
though.
too, but the cat is so cute.
Yeah, you love all animals.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Okay, send us.
That was well represented with your comment.
care
I
about
like
is
his cats. It's Backtrack Tuesday.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
So, guys, 1/3 of people surveyed said this is the most annoying thing they deal with at work right now. 1/3 of people surveyed said this is the most annoying thing they are dealing with work or at work right now.
Hello, City. Do you have a guess for us?
Can I take a lifeline?
You sure can. Philly or Kirby?
Kirby, please.
Where do I start with these two? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Whoa. I didn't see that uppercut coming.
Yeah.
Is my nose bleeding?
It is.
You're
Cut man.
okay.
Can we get the cut man in here to help Joe?
Here's
doctor,
a
Ferdy
tissue for
Pacheco.
your issue. Okay, I'm going to say...
That's going to help.
I'm going to say the temperature of the working space they're in.
You know what? That's a great answer, Kirby. You know what? I'll give you number 5, equipment malfunction, and the lack of service to fix the equipment malfunction.
Okay.
Can I get a little inside? Thank you very much for your guess.
That's good.
Kirby and I do not touch the lighting in here or the thermostat. That's Joe's department.
Yeah.
We don't even bother.
We don't bother.
I'd love to tell you that I touched the thermostat, but it doesn't work. That whole heating system they've got going on here, that's not my problem. It's everybody's problem.
Hi, City.
Would it be like internet connection issues or like stuff like that?
It's not internet related. The number one answer for sure is not. No, I'm going to say technology was covered off with equipment malfunction, number 5, okay? There's an answer close to that would involve internet, but it's not the number one answer anyway.
780 City, 780 2484. Go ahead with your guess.
Can you help me out, Phil?
I'm going to go with the length of staff meetings, like in general.
Number 3 is not so much length of the meetings, that there's just happens to be more of them now because the work environment has changed, right? So you've got more meetings happening now because virtual is easier to book.
Phil loves meetings.
Yeah.
I do.
But
yeah.
more meetings is number 3.
Okay. I'm in the ballpark at least. 780 City, 780 2484. Good morning.
Good morning. Kirby, can you help me out, please?
I'm going to try. Is it something to do with lunch? Like they don't get enough time for lunch?
No. No, it's not.
Oh.
Nope. Not top 5.
Rockin Thunder tickets just announced yesterday. Tickets up for grabs right now. Good morning.
Is it sick coworkers?
Sick coworkers is number 4, my friend.
Oh, good one.
Yep. Good one. This time of year, yeah, for sure.
Hello, City.
Oh, good morning. Can I have the last lifeline? Can I have Kirby?
Go ahead,
Kirby.
I'm going to say it has to do with their pay not being more often.
No, nothing to do with pay.
Okay.
Like more than every 2 weeks?
I don't know. Maybe,
or once a month, or
and maybe some people
weekly,
get it, once a month, and they want
I
it
get paid
bi-weekly.
every other day. I like that.
every day, just cash. No tax Tuesdays.
Good morning, City.
Hey, is it like them showing you annoying TikTok videos or?
What are you? You got to see this video. This is so funny.
No, actually. You know what? I will tell you. I will give you one of the remaining 2 answers.
Okay.
And one of them is, believe it or not, the lack of people in the office. People figure if they got to go in, they're a little envious of the people that aren't in. So that's become annoying for people, which is interesting, actually, culture-wise. This is there's no more lifelines left. We talked about more meetings. Well, the number 1 answer is more of something. You're dealing with more of something right now that's become more annoying in the workplace.
Hi, City.
Is it more people working from home?
Well, that's the reason for the number 1 answer, but it's not more people at home.
We're out of lifelines, but I think I know now. Hello, City.
Is it more people annoyed at cuts at work?
No.
People getting fired?
No.
That's a tough one, though.
I'll tell you what, if you know anything about Phil Aubrey and you know that more meetings is the number 1 annoyance for him at work, this more is number 2. And you know what? I think it's number 1 or 2 for Kirby, too.
Oh.
Yeah, it would be for me, too.
Hi, City.
Hello. I'm just taking a stab. I don't really have a guess. I was just going to say lack of leadership, terrible boss.
No,
We have a great
that's
boss.
not. We got a great boss, Iron Mike.
He is fantastic. Great shirt collection. Like, the
Yeah,
guy
he
is on point.
Great shirt
Wow.
collection.
He does. He wears good
If he ever
That's
needs
what
a
leadership
reference,
says
if he
around here.
If he ever needs a reference, I should have Phil on there. I'll tell you, I can't say that much about this, but his shirt collection on point.
Hi, City.
Hi.
Sorry. Joe, stop
Hello?
laughing. Sorry.
Yeah,
Hi.
go ahead. Yeah.
Is it answering all the inter-office emails?
Oh, you're so good. Yes. More
More emails.
More forms
Is
of
that it?
Yes.
More forms
Oh my
of
God!
Yes, more forms of communication, more emails because less people are in the office, and that means how else are you communicating? They're not answering their phones. They keep their computers on.
Just make
Bum,
sure
bada,
you
bum, bada, bum.
always reply all. Just
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
I don't even reply.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Yes, at all.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Who's-
excited. You guys can't even imagine.
Well, who's this?
This is Susan.
Susan, you're going to see Def Leppard, Joan Jett, Foreigner,
Oh my God, thank you so much.
and 2 congrats.
Woohoo!
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Have we sorted out the whole should you pull over if you're on a overpass / bridge? Or
Well, I like to call it an overpass.
you call it
bridge.
an overpass bridge. Yeah, that's fine. Came up in the bone phone. Or should you, do the police want you to pull over immediately or wait till you're at a safe area to pull over?
You want to read this, Kirby? There's a few people commenting. We got Big Bird.
Yeah, Big Bird was spent years with the RCMP. He says if they were going to pull somebody over, they have the responsibility to make sure that it's going to be safe for the officer and the motorists. So simply turn on the lights after the bridge, overpass, tunnel. Problem solved.
Yeah.
So turn on your hazards so they know you see them? Is that because that came up a few times too?
Yeah.
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 Just let the police officer know that you see them, that you're like, I see you pulling me over, but I'm just going to keep going a bit. I'm not running away from you.
Will they mind if I grab a quick coffee in the drive-thru and then be like, I gotta grab a coffee and then I'll pull over? Like, that's probably off limits, eh?
Depends how close you are. You're not going to find too many coffee shops on the overpass bridge tunnel.
Well, I'm worried about the overpass tunnel. Can somebody explain to me what the hell that is, please?
They tried that restaurant concept on Provencher at the overpass bridge tunnel, and you saw how that worked out, eh?
Can you imagine the cops waiting for you to finish ordering lunch?
Sorry, just going to have breakfast. Would you like to join me, officer, for brunch?
For more Philly Joe and Kirby, log it into 92.1 City weekday mornings 6 to 10.